Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Dell, and today we're going to be talking about WWE 2K26. As you already know, it's going to be the Attitude Era themed game, and they've already released three of the four covers. So right now we have the King of Kings with Triple H on the cover. That was actually revealed today in a trailer with Triple H and Paul Heyman. We have the Attitude Era, which has all the members of the Attitude Era. Well, most of them. Some of them are probably not licensed. And then we have the Ultimate Edition, the highest tier edition, which is the Monday Night Wars. So you basically have WWE versus WCW. There's a lot of controversy because we had a WWE Attitude Era back in WWE 13. And WWE also released a DLC for Attitude Era for 2K25. So is this all just a marketing ploy? What are they going to do differently? Considering they just gave us something like this very recently. Personally, I'm not a big fan of what they're doing with 2K wrestling games at all. The last game that I personally enjoyed was 2K14. I think that was the best one out of the franchise, and I believe that was the transition period from THQ and Ukes over to 2K, and they kind of maintained some of the grappling system and gameplay. But since then, I've seen the decline from 2K15, 16, 17, and onwards. I actually had to take a break from playing wrestling games because they weren't up to par. I had to spend most of my time reliving the glory, playing Here Comes the Pain, maybe some SVR, '06, most definitely. Uh, but, I'm not really seeing the hype between 2K26. I'm actually nervous about it because they haven't been very consistent at all. Like, I'm not someone who's going to get online and want to run around in the island. That's not the way I like to experience my gameplay. Plus, I was never a big fan of the single button reversal, triangle for finisher. I like the classic. I'm more of an L1 for finisher, L2 for grapple reversals, R2 for, it's L2 for strikes, R2 for grapple. That's what I'm used to, right? Triangles to run, squares to duck under, and stuff like that. X is your strikes. So that's what I'm used to. That's what I like, and I wish at least they gave us an option for a classic mode. And I prefer I'm more of an analog and circle for grapple. And I haven't seen that. So one of those things that I don't like, and I like to have my grapple system set up a specific way. So um, again, I'm interested to see what they do with the game. I would like to see some gameplay trailer, but I know for a fact it's going to be the same thing that we're used to, and I don't know how they're really going to change the game. It doesn't seem like 2K is very big on being very innovative. And let's even get into like the superstars. I feel like the quality of their superstars that they put into the game are lackluster. I've been in a couple of Discord servers and I've seen some guys make some stuff out of Blender, which you would never believe. Like, I've seen some good Chris Jericho's, I've seen Tess, I've seen everybody better than that's what 2K offers, and they're the ones who develop the game. They get actual face scans. It's pretty lazy. I remember in 2K20, Kane, you have classic Kane, and he has his 48, 50-year-old, 55-year-old face. I'm like, you guys couldn't put in a little effort to do a little de-aging and making sure that Kane looks like classic or legendary Kane. You know what I mean? So that in itself, you lose value right off rip. But I hope they do good. Again, anything Attitude Era I support, but again, we've lost the allure of anything special because they just gave a DLC for the Attitude Era in 2K25, and then they're gonna try to reinvent the wheel from WWE 13. So let me know if this is a cop for you guys or not, because again, there's a conflict. Usually I wait till PS Plus, and when it goes on PS Plus and it's free, give it a quick download and see what's going on. But I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be a buy for me until I see the gameplay trailers. All right, that's it for me, man. You already know what it is. It's Dell, and let's see if we can get 2K26 popping. Peace.